Do you want to sound polite and clear in English without sounding robotic or unnatural? Today, you'll practice real English, the way native speakers actually speak, calmly, clearly, and confidently. Just listen, shadow, and let your English flow. When I first moved to Brooklyn, I noticed something interesting. People didn't speak loudly or aggressively to sound confident. They spoke clearly, calmly, and politely, even in busy places like cafes or offices. I realized that clear English is not about using big words. It's about choosing the right words and saying them with a calm tone. That's why today we are going to practice polite and clear English together. English that sounds natural, respectful, and confident. Before we start, let me explain how this lesson works. Each section will become a little more advanced. We will start with simple, polite sentences. Then, step by step, the sentences will become longer and more natural. Don't rush. Listen carefully, then repeat out loud. Focus on clarity, calm rhythm, and polite tone. Let's begin with section 1. Hello. How are you today? Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I really appreciate your help. Excuse me, could you help me for a moment? I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a quick question. That sounds good to me. I understand what you're saying. Could you please repeat that slowly? I'm happy to help if you need anything. Please let me know if this works for you. I'd be glad to explain it again. That makes sense, thank you. I'll take care of it right away. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate your understanding. Could you give me a moment, please? I'll get back to you soon. That's very kind of you. I feel comfortable with this decision. Thank you again. I really appreciate it. In this section, we are going to practice longer and more natural sentences. The English here is still polite and clear, but now it sounds more real, like everyday conversations. Take your time, listen carefully, and repeat each sentence out loud with confidence. I really appreciate you taking the time to explain this to me today. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a quick question about this situation. Thank you for your patience while I try to understand everything more clearly. I just want to make sure I understood you correctly before we continue. Would it be possible to go over this one more time, a little more slowly? I completely understand your point, and I respect the way you see things. Please feel free to let me know if there's anything I should improve. I'm really grateful for your help. It truly makes a difference. I'd be happy to follow up with you once I have more information. Thank you for explaining that in such a clear and calm way. I feel comfortable with this plan, and I think it's a good solution. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to share them with me. I appreciate the professional way you handled this situation. I just want to confirm that we are on the same page. I'll do my best to take care of this as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. I truly value your feedback and will keep it in mind. Please let me know if there's anything else you need from me. I understand the situation and I'm ready to move forward. Thank you again for your time and your understanding. In this section, the sentences will be longer and more detailed. You will practice speaking clearly, politely, and with confidence, just like in real conversations at work or in daily life. Don't rush. Focus on pronunciation, rhythm, and calm confidence as you repeat each sentence. I appreciate your time today, and I'd like to explain my thoughts clearly and respectfully. I understand your perspective, and I believe we can find a solution that works for everyone. Thank you for your patience while I carefully organize my ideas. I'd like to take a moment to clarify what I meant earlier to avoid any confusion. I truly value open communication, especially when discussing important matters. If possible, I would appreciate your feedback on how I can improve this process. I feel confident moving forward now that everything has been clearly explained. I understand the importance of this situation and will handle it responsibly. Please let me know if my explanation was clear or if I should rephrase it. I'm grateful for the opportunity to discuss this openly and professionally. I believe clear communication helps build trust and understanding. Thank you for listening carefully and considering my point of view. I want to make sure we both feel comfortable with the next steps. I appreciate the respectful tone of this conversation. I'm open to suggestions and willing to adjust if needed. This discussion has helped me better understand the situation. I feel more confident expressing myself clearly in English now. Thank you for giving me the space to share my thoughts calmly. I look forward to continuing this conversation in a positive way. I appreciate your time, your attention, and your understanding. In this section, you will practice longer and more natural sentences used in everyday life and professional situations. These sentences will help you sound polite, confident, and clear when speaking English at work, in meetings, or in important conversations. Take your time, breathe, and speak calmly as you repeat each sentence. Shadowing practice, 20 sentences. I wanted to follow up on our previous conversation and share a few additional thoughts. Thank you for getting back to me. I really appreciate your response. I'd like to make sure we're both aligned before moving forward. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I understand your priorities, and I'll do my best to support them. I believe this approach will help us achieve better results. Thank you for your cooperation and your continued support. I'd be happy to discuss this further if you think it's necessary. I want to ensure everything is handled clearly and professionally. I appreciate the effort you've put into this project so far. Please don't hesitate to reach out if anything needs clarification. I value clear communication, especially when working as a team. This solution seems reasonable and effective to me. I'm confident we can handle this situation successfully. Thank you for your understanding and your flexibility. I look forward to seeing how this develops over time. Let's take a moment to review the details together. I appreciate your professionalism throughout this process. This conversation has been very productive and helpful. I'm glad we had the chance to discuss this openly. In this final section, you will practice advanced, natural English used in real conversations. These sentences are longer and more expressive, helping you sound confident, polite, and fluent. Don't rush. Focus on rhythm, clarity, and calm pronunciation. Remember, confidence comes from practice, not perfection. I'd like to take a moment to explain my perspective clearly and respectfully. I truly appreciate the time and effort you've invested in this discussion. It's important for me to communicate my ideas in a thoughtful and professional way. I understand the situation, and I'm open to finding a solution together. Please let me know if there's anything I can clarify or improve. I feel confident moving forward now that we've discussed everything in detail. Thank you for listening and for considering my point of view. I believe clear communication helps build trust and understanding. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share my thoughts openly. This experience has helped me grow both personally and professionally. I'm comfortable expressing myself calmly, even in challenging situations. I value respectful dialogue and honest communication. I feel more confident speaking English when I focus on clarity, not speed. Thank you for your patience and your support throughout this process. I believe we can achieve great results by working together. I'm proud of the progress I've made in my English communication. Speaking clearly helps me feel more confident and understood. I'm learning to express my ideas naturally and politely. Each conversation helps me become a better communicator. I'm confident in my ability to speak English clearly and respectfully.
Here are some important tips to help you improve your English fluency naturally. First, don't try to speak fast. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is calm, clear, and confident speaking. Second, focus on full sentences, not single words. When you practice complete sentences, your brain learns how English really works. Third, repeat the same sentences many times. Repetition builds confidence, pronunciation, and natural rhythm. Fourth, speak out loud every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. Your mouth and brain need daily practice to feel comfortable. Fifth, don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Every confident speaker made thousands of mistakes before sounding fluent. And finally, enjoy the process. Learning English should feel calm, motivating, and empowering, not stressful. You are doing great. Keep going. Thank you so much for practicing English with me today. If you stayed until the end, I'm really proud of you. Remember, confidence comes from daily practice, not from perfection. Every time you speak English out loud, you are improving, even when it feels difficult. If this practice helped you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. This helps Luna reach more learners like you. Come back tomorrow and practice again. Little by little, your English will become clearer, more natural, and more confident. Take care, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.